What's good, YouTube? Free My Productions here, man. Coming at you with another video. All right, man. This video, it's about Chris Tucker. You know, a legend in the game, and I can't wait for the new Friday movie. Supposedly he's in it, and it's been a long time coming. So, yo, fingers crossed, man, that Chris Tucker is in this new and last Friday movie. But before we get to that Friday movie, we got this video right here. So this is nobody breaks celebrities like Chris Tucker, and I believe that, man. And I can't wait for his interaction with Michael Jackson. I know they have to be on here because I think that's some of his funniest interactions. Like his funniest is like when he's interacting with Mike. So, and he tells stories about him hanging out with Michael Jackson. So, without further ado, man, let's check this out.
Chris Tucker is so funny that he even makes legends lose their composure. And whether it was a live event or a movie set, these celebrities found out the hard way that keeping up with Chris Tucker is basically impossible.
He knows everybody.
Yeah. You know everybody?
I kind of do, you know. And I don't even know Michael Jordan.
I wear Jordan 1s in the most comfortable shoes, and every time I see Michael, he look at the shoes. First thing you do is look down, what kind of shoes you got? Reebok, man, you crazy.
I got a great
pair. He said, you a funny mother Tucker. I said, You hang out with Prince now. I went over his house, man, because Prince have a club.
Y'all hung out.
We hung out.
Okay, how about like Stevie Wonder?
I know Stevie. Stevie's, oh man, he called me.
Keep trying. You have to go way deep into Stevie Wonder.
When Chris Tucker became one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood, his family took that news exactly how you'd expect.
What is your family's reaction to your success?
Oh, they all quit their jobs when they found out I was making $20 million. It's we rich. I was like, no, I'm rich.
But not everybody wanted Chris Tucker's money. His good friend Jackie Chan actually had the opposite problem.
Jackie was so kind and so nice. He would give me a gift every day on the first rush hour set. He would send me over a different gift. I said, man, what is this? Part of his culture? He's so nice. And I realized he's from China. They make everything over there. He was getting it for free anyway.
Oh, that's very unfair.
He wasn't paying for nothing.
Oh, man.
He was looking out the window like, look at Chris Tucker. He's going to go broke trying to keep up with me. We make Jordan 1s in Taiwan.
And while Jackie was super generous, the rest of China had absolutely no idea who Chris Tucker was at the time.
I was the only black person in Hong Kong. I was looking for black people. I said, where are the black people at? No black people, no. They thought I was Kobe Bryant, man. They didn't know who I was. Like Kobe Bryant. Like Kobe,
they said that in the movie, too.
Kobe.
Someone called him Kobe in Rush Hour 2.
However, of all the legends Chris Tucker hung out with, his Michael Jackson stories are just on a whole different level.
Do you ever go in public anywhere with Michael Jackson?
You know what? We go to the movies sometimes, but it's hard because Michael got to sneak in the movie right before it starts. So Michael come in there like with a ninja suit on. He's hiding and sitting there. Where's Michael? And then I turn around. He's like, hey, Chris. I'm like, oh, man. How long you been here? About 5 minutes.
Let me say this real quick. They're still working on my roof, so if you hear knocking and banging, they're working on my roof. So there's nothing I can do about it. As soon as I start recording, then of course, they're working on the roof. But here we go.
All of a sudden, we watching the movie. He's the loudest person in there.
Really?
Yeah, he's watching the movie like, I said, Michael, would you shut up when people see you? Sorry, it was funny, Chris.
Yes, the legendary Michael Jackson was full of surprises, and sneaking into movies with him wasn't even the craziest thing MJ did with Chris.
Michael was just so nice. He would give you anything if you liked something. Like I was just complimenting a flat screen TV he had, and he gave it to me. I was like, Michael, I didn't want the TV, but then the black came out of me. I started liking everything after that.
I seen this one.
I like that Rolls Royce. That's a bad Rolls Royce, not the old one.
This
the
clip
new
right
Rolls
here.
Royce, right there. He was like, you like it, Chris? I said, yeah, I like it. I said, you sure you like it? I said, yeah.
I wonder how many cars Mike had. Mike, I'm pretty sure he had like
Chris
50
Tucker can
cars.
make pretty much anything funny, even something as simple as having a neighbor.
You ever had a neighbor that borrow your
Def Comedy Jam?
and keep it so long? You have to borrow it back.
But at least Chris had
That's
neighbors,
real.
because when he came to visit China, he found out that Jackie Chan basically owns the whole block.
What's he like in China with Jackie
Oh, he
Chan?
loved
The man,
Jackie.
Jackie owned everything. He's like, you like hotel? He said, you like hotel? I said, yeah, it's my hotel. That's my hotel. So I got to do more movies. And then he was like, "Why are you over here?" I said, "I came to see you. What do you think I'm over here for? You're the only person I know in China."
Yet, have you ever wondered what happened when Chris Tucker met Jackie Chan for the very first time? Well, let's just say it didn't go smoothly.
We was in a meeting and we was getting ready to do the movie, and Jackie didn't say nothing the whole time. He was just like shaking his head. Okay.
First time I met Chris Tucker, we tried to make Rush Hour 1, then sit in the meeting room. Jackie! You keep talking, I just look at
so fast. And I pulled the director aside after me. I said, "Does he speak English, man? It's no way we can do this movie if he don't speak English, man. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?" That was the whole thing I came up with. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Because I was like, the first time I met him, I was like, "Do you understand English? Does he speak English?"
One thing Chris Tucker couldn't resist was copying Michael Jackson's iconic dance moves. He just had one problem. You see, Chris is left-handed, so he'd always kick with the wrong foot. And every single time, MJ would crack up. And on top of everything else, Chris Tucker also does some amazing impressions. But sometimes they can get you in trouble.
I went to Africa one time with Bill Clinton. I started doing impressions of Bill Clinton, and he started liking it. He was like, "Oh, shit, that sounds just like me." He invited me to Africa. He said, "Tucker, you want to go to Africa with me? You're black. I'm black. I think you're like it." So I started doing the impressions, man. Everywhere we went, he wanted me to do them. Every country we went to, finally I got tired. We got to Nigeria. He wanted me to do it in front of the president of Nigeria. And I was scared. Shit, if I mess it up, they put me in jail. And Tucker, come on now. I need you. I done set it up now. Come on, don't let me down. You want to ride home, right? Huh?
Rush Hour became one of the biggest comedy franchises of all time. Behind the scenes, however, it was complete chaos, as Chris Tucker made it super hard to get through a scene without laughing.
That's right, Lee. For the last 3 years, I've studied the ancient teaching of booty. Booty.
And sometimes the other actors gave him material to work with.
Do your ass! Do your ass! God, scared.
We'll go through more bloopers very. This clip from Money Talks looks intense.
Oh, Money Talks
What you don't see is that it took 56 takes because nobody could keep a straight face. And in the end, they had to use a take where Chris's scene partner can literally be seen smiling.
They put their hands on you.
And they tried to, man. And one dude gonna come try to grab me from the back. That's how they called me. That's how they brought me in. They was slanging
Big
like
Worm,
that.
Big Worm.
Yeah. Man, get the hell out of me, man! Hey! Where your shirt at?
We couldn't stop laughing. We did 56 takes one way, and we got one clean, and Brett Ratner started laughing. I'm like, oh! But it was magic.
Chris Tucker tried to finesse a Rolls Royce out of Michael Jackson and failed. With Charlie Sheen's Ferrari, though, he didn't even have to try that hard.
Charlie let me borrow his Ferrari, man, when I was like 24 or something like that.
Did you own your own?
No, I didn't have one then. I just asked him because I was like fearless, like, "Charlie, let me borrow your Ferrari." He was like, "Okay, sure." I was like,
Yeah.
There were so many cars in the driveway back then.
Yeah.
It was cool
Charlie
to have
had
another
money.
parking space
Charlie
open.
still got money.
You know.
I kept that Ferrari so long, he forgot I had it. He was like, "You got my Ferrari?" I said, "I think I do." He said, "You want to bring it back?" Okay.
Money Talk.
Oh, Money Talk with Charlie Sheen. That's Charlie Sheen. That was the funnest movie ever,
love that
man.
movie.
Because I would show up late for work, and Charlie wouldn't show up at all. Right. They'd be arguing with me, and then all of a sudden, Charlie ain't even here. What y'all arguing with me for? Find Charlie first, okay?
Borrowing a Ferrari for so long is impressive, but Chris Tucker's, let's call it survival skills, started way before Hollywood.
We used to hide the cupcakes, you know, because I'm the youngest of 6 kids. We hide the cupcakes because they be gone. By the time my mama get home, she said, "Mama, I got that groceries for you. I got that." You take it in there, you hide them cupcakes. You know, you take out 3 or 4 of them. And, "Mama, where the cupcakes?" Hey, man, Mama just bought 2 of them, man. I'm sorry.
His brothers eventually got their payback, though.
My brothers, I invited them down to the club, and from, you know, being from Georgia, and like you said, they, you know, being a comedian,
right, you
like,
from
what?
Atlanta,
They was
right?
all laughing at me, like, "All right, I'm gonna come down and see you perform." I invited them down to the comedy club, and they was down there, and I was on the list, but you know, being a comedian, you might not get to go up.
It's not guaranteed.
So I didn't get to go up that night, so I had to ride all the way home, and they was in the car. "I thought you was a comedian." You know, now you didn't go up and all this stuff, and I said, "Okay, one day I'm gonna go up, y'all gonna see." So now they ask me for money every day, and I said, "I thought you was gonna pay me back." When you gonna pay me back?
Fame did change a lot of things for Chris Tucker, and how people treated him in public,
Mariah.
yeah, that got weird fast.
People think stars live in Hollywood. You live in Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta.
Do they leave you alone in Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Sometimes because they don't see a lot of celebrities, so they be coming up to me, looking at me like, "Hey, man, you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm me.
You see a lot of
Man, what
celebrities
you doing
in
out
Atlanta.
here
That's
grocery
not
store
true.
shopping? I gotta eat too. I'm getting some food."
I lived in
I'm a
Atlanta for a
superhero.
while.
But all
I
right,
know.
enough about
I used to bump into a
celebrities
lot
for
of
a second.
celebrities.
This next clip is painfully relatable.
I hate waiting on people. You ever had somebody call you, tell you they on their way? You call them back, them still at home. Hey, you said you was on your way, man. My clothes in the dryer, man. And you be mad as a till you get there. You be happy as like, oh, punk ass, always late, always late. What's up, T? Let's get out of here.
If you haven't realized by now, every single time Chris Tucker and the King of Pop got together, something ridiculous.
No, that's Spider-Man.
Why exactly would MJ have a Spider-Man mask in his car? Anyway, here's Chris Tucker accidentally calling Jackie Chan by his real name while filming Rush Hour 2.
We would love to see that. We would love to see that, Jack. Now, Jack, we would love to see that. Wouldn't we love to see that?
His name is Lee, goddammit.
Lee, we would love to see that.
Chris broke character plenty of times. Now here, someone else did it for him.
Oh, the phone call, yeah.
Who's calling?
I'm filming. I'm looking Jackie Chan dead in his eye. Call me back.
Yeah, this is one of the
Call me
bloopers
back.
of
No, you can't speak
movie.
to Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
They want to speak to you, Jack.
Hello?
I'm
You waste
sorry
our
about
film.
We are filming right now.
But sometimes a blooper writes
like, "You waste our
itself, like
film."
when Tucker just couldn't
deal with
pronounce the
fish.
name of this dish no matter what.
Is this kosher meal?
Yes, sir, that's our kosher meat.
What's the name of it?
Filter fish.
Filk fish. You know what this is?
Gefilte fish.
What is it?
Your filter fish.
Jackie didn't know
I
either.
love this stuff.
I really don't. You have black people all over the world eating this. We some lots of things.
And finally, here's Kevin Hart with a Chris Tucker encounter he most definitely
Nice.
wasn't
Look
expecting.
at that duo.
And that's
Oh, that
exactly
4-0.
why the
I'm sorry,
Rush Hour
4-0.
star
I
is
ain't
one
see
of my
Dave.
favorite comedic actors.
I got a funny Chris Tucker story. We were buying our first house, and we're coming to this neighborhood, and I didn't know that Chris lived in the neighborhood. And this is when Chris was like having the taxes problems, right? So I'm like in the house, and Chris comes by, and all he says from outside is, "Pay your taxes, man." I go, "What?" "Well, I'm here, man. I got a house down here too, man. They told me he's coming here. I'm just telling you, pay your taxes." And he left.
That's real advice, though. It's great advice.
That's awesome, man. All right, love Chris Tucker, man. Oh, man, that was great, man. Man, hopefully they do that Friday movie, man. I can't wait to see Chris Tucker in more movies, man. He need to be in more things. I heard they're going to do another Rush Hour. Hopefully they do. I know they're getting older, especially Jackie. Jackie's up there in age, but I know he can't move around like he used to, but I would still love to see him do at least one more Rush Hour. At least give us one more Rush Hour 4, one more Friday. It'd be complete, man. It'd be complete. It'd be 4 Rush Hours and 4 Fridays. Right? Yeah. It'd be complete. All right, man. You guys comment down below, man. Let me know what y'all think about this video, man. And subscribe to the channel, man. Freedom After Justice, man. Sub up, thumbs up those videos. And like always, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.
Hey, Clarence, wake up. The show is over. Oh, yeah. Kick it.